Hey folks, how are we doing today? It's Andrew down here at C. Harper Kia, and behind me is the refreshed 2024 Kia Seltos. And today I'm going to show you all the updates you get with this new 2024 model. Let's hop right into it. And here is a beautiful steel gray 2024 Kia Seltos compact SUV. And for 2024, Kia has made some updates to this popular SUV. And as you can see, I have the fully loaded SX model with the brown leather interior package in front of me. And I want to show you all of the updates that are new for 2024. And first and foremost, obviously up front, we have some changes to the front end. Most notable, we have this larger, bolder, and more beautiful tiger nose grille up front. It's a little bit wider, a little bit larger and taller, leading to a more aggressive stance, which I think is really nice in this new Kia Seltos. And combined with that, we have some new redesigned headlights. So as you can see up front, they have this really cool LED design, LED dual projector on this SX model. Of course, we have our daytime running lights up here as well, and that goes into our Starlight. This Starlight adds a distinct look to this Kia Seltos that we have grown to love. Brings it out on this SX model here into the middle of that tiger nose grille. Of course, we have our radar equipment right there below for our safety equipment, and we have some redesigned fog lights as well. As you can see, we have these tri LED fog lights stacked vertically, adding to a little bit more of that aggressive look on this front end here. We also have this silver painted bright work below under the front bumper, kind of like a skid plate. Obviously it's just plastic on this model, but it looks great. Of course, we also have these new geometric wheel designs on this model. So you can see on this SX trim, they are painted in gloss black and accented with this silver finish on there as well. On this SX model, they are 18-inch wheels, which is super nice. They have just enough size to fill in the wheel wells there while still being comfortable over potholes or rough terrain. We're not rocking any super large wheels on this model, being that it is an SUV. Obviously, you still want it to be nice and comfortable on the daily commute or if you're taking it on the beaten path. Coming along to the sides of the new 2024 Kia Seltos, well, much of it does remain the same. On the side profile here, we do have some bright work underneath the window trim going up and towards the back, and of course you can see those roof rails up top. That looks super good as well. Not too much has changed on the side really, besides the front headlights and the rear tail lights going a little bit further into the side of the vehicle. Speaking of those taillights and the rear end of this new Kia Seltos, let's take a look at that out back, because obviously there are some changes back here as well. As you can see, our taillights have been redesigned. We have this full bar running across the back here and this new LED taillight design. As you can see, we have our brake lights here, our turn signal, and of course our reverse lights going into this new redesigned rear bumper as well. More of that silver bright work along the bottom there to kind of match the front. Let's take a quick peek into the trunk of this new Seltos. This being the SX trim model, we do have our smart entry liftgate, powered of course. And I love the amount of space you get with this Seltos SUV. Of course, we have our Bose subwoofer back here as well from our premium audio system, and a spare tire in the Seltos, which you don't see as often anymore in the compact SUV segment. Love that. Of course, we have our shelf here that kind of hides our cargo area, which is removable, and the ability to fold down our rear seats in a 60/40 capacity. There goes down the electric trunk, electric hatch, I should say. How about we take a gander at the inside of the all-new Seltos, because that is where it really gets exciting. And coming into the all-new interior on the 2024 Kia Seltos, as you can see, we have the brown interior package on this SX model, and it looks fantastic. Kind of get these, what I would call peanut butter colored seats with our black door trim dash. Really nice contrast. It looks beautiful for a vehicle of this size and this segment. You really don't always see an interior quite so beautiful, such as this 2024 Kia Seltos. Now, let's take a look what else is new with this model, including this class exclusive panoramic display. So we have two 10.25-inch LCD screens here. Obviously, we have our driver's information cluster up in front of us right here in the driver's seat. And we have our infotainment screen here, same size, of course, very nice to use. Let's put our foot on the brake, start up this new Kia Seltos. So we have a little bit of a better, don't have anything dinging or no battery warnings. But as you can see, lots of information on this beautiful LCD driver's information display. You can change a few of the options here, going through different menus, so forth and so forth, just using your buttons on the steering wheel here. Lots of information to go through. Really love that screen. It is bright, it is crisp. The black levels are super nice on both screens. Nothing looks washed out. It is a fantastic look on that. Of course, we do have our full touchscreen radio here, of course, which looks fantastic. This SX model is equipped with our navigation system in our Sirius XM radio. And of course, we have our Bose audio system as well. Really just a fantastic look with this new infotainment and panoramic display system. Of course, this whole redesigned interior kind of has a new horizontal look as well, with our vents kind of matching our fog lights, and this whole look, once again, a very nice and cohesive design you get with this 2024 Kia Seltos. Now, what else do we get on this SX trim for 2024? Well, of course, down below here, we have our single zone automatic climate control. We have our physical knobs for our volume. Everything's physical, nothing's buried in the touchscreen, which is super nice on a modern car. And beneath that, we have a little bit of additional storage space, plus a wireless charger on this model. Love that it's separate up here, so you don't have to choose whether you want something to put in here for space or charging your phone. You get both options right here. Just put your phone up onto that little shelf and it'll charge it with a wireless charger. And beneath that, we have some additional charging options as well, including our traditional 12 volt, a USB-A, and a USB-C outlet. Now, looking behind that, we have our driver's control center with the shifter. Nice big physical shifter for our 8-speed automatic in this SX model. Super nice. And of course, we have our drive mode selector. On this model, we do have a few different drive modes: normal, sport, and smart mode. We'll go ahead and put it back in normal. And of course, we also have our options for our heated and ventilated seats, which is really nice at this price point to have the option of ventilated seats. You don't see that as much in this segment. Hitting our camera button, that will bring up our rear view camera. And as you can see, we have our lines here that are movable, adjustable, super nice. Click that off and it'll bring us back up to our infotainment system. And then on the right-hand side, we have our all-wheel drive lock. So if you want to make sure your Kia Seltos is in all-wheel drive, hit that button and it will lock it in place. And then, of course, behind our heated and ventilated seats on the right-hand side, we have our hill descent control, which will automatically slow down this Kia Seltos if you're descending down a hill, if you're taking it off-road. Behind that, of course, we have our cup holders and some additional storage space, our parking brake control, and our auto hold function if you're at a red light and take your foot off the brake. We have this beautiful leather armrest, so some stitching here. Opening it up on the inside reveals not really too much in there, just a nice amount of storage space. Coming up top, you can see we have our nice light beige headliner here, super soft. Very nice. Of course, we have our LED interior lighting, which is beautiful on this model, and the control for our power sunroof, which is standard on this SX trim level to let in a little additional light and fresh air into your Seltos. On the left-hand side, we do have our dimmer switch for our displays here, plus the ability to open our rear hatch via the power control right there and our traction control button. Finally, let's take a look at the all-new door cards on this model, and specifically the speaker grills. They kind of have this really cool 3D texture to them, which I've never really seen before. It is super cool. Of course, our Bose branding, and even up here on the tweeter, it still has some of that 3D look to it, which is super nice. Taking a look over here, we do have our powered driver's up and down automatic window. All the other windows are just regular manual control, but they are powered, of course. Plus a little additional storage space here for some drinks, snacks, whatever you want in your side pocket. Finally, before we hop into the back, this is a fully adjustable driver's seat with two-way lumbar. Gotta love that. All right, let's take a look into the rear seat of the 2024 Kia Seltos SX. And as you can see, we have this beautiful and comfortable amount of space in this model. That brown leather continues through in the back. Looks great on this trim level. And one of my favorite parts is you do have these rear HVAC heat and cooling vents, which is super nice. A little more storage below that, plus 2 USB-C charging outlets, new for 2024. Of course, we have our fold down armrest on this model as well, with 2 rear cup holders. Super nice and comfortable, nice plush armrest there. And if you want to fold down your rear seat to get a little more cargo room out back, real easy, just pull up on that lever and it'll fold down just like that. It's not completely flat, but I'll tell you what, it is pretty nice to have that feature available. Super easy to get it right back up as well. Also new for 2024 is an updated motor. Specifically on the SX model, we have our 1.6 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder motor with 20 additional horsepower compared to the previous year's models, leading us to a 195 horsepower rating. Of course, that's on regular 85 gasoline. Super nice and fuel efficient. And we have a new transmission for the 2024 model. It is an 8-speed torque converter automatic. The previous years had a 7-speed dual clutch transmission before. This new 8-speed will be a little bit more smooth and just as efficient as the previous year's models. Finally, let's talk about pricing for this 2024 Kia Seltos SX trim, specifically with the brown interior package. As we know, it seems like prices on cars, SUVs, trucks, whatever, have been going through the roof in the past couple years. But I think Kia has been killing it with the pricing game on not just the Seltos, but all of their models, leading to a pretty fair deal on whatever Kia you will choose. So looking at this specific SX all-wheel drive here with the brown interior package, all of our features, all of the safety features that come with it, lots of equipment on this model, only gets us a price of $32,690, which I think is pretty fair for all that you get with this model. And finally, closing out, let's take a look at the fuel economy. We get 25 miles per gallon city, 27 miles per gallon highway, leading to a 26 miles per gallon EPA fuel economy rating. Alrighty folks, those are all of the updates on the all-new 2024 refreshed Kia Seltos compact SUV. Please drop a comment down below. Let me know, what do you think about the new styling changes on the exterior, on the interior, the new technology? I think it's great, but I am myself am a little biased, of course. Curious to hear your thoughts below. If you did enjoy this video, please be sure to hit that like button, hit subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel and provide you some awesome new automotive content on all of the brands we represent here at the C. Harper Auto Group. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.